Hello and welcome, this is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more of the Beast and Exploration DLC for Battle Brothers. I just came out of a battle. Let's see, did we get any level ups? Nope. We did get some gear though. Matter of fact, let's sort that. Most importantly, the mail shirt. I'm not sure there's anybody that can take advantage of it. We'll just go through, see if anybody has spare fatigue. This guy could wear it. As could this guy. I think at this point, Geralt is probably a little bit more important to the band, so we'll go ahead and switch that armor out for him. Alright, we're doing pretty well with the upfront guys. Oh, we do have a level up. I totally missed it. Okay. So, honestly, you could do with some fatigue. I wouldn't mind picking up the Spear Mastery. That's a really good one. Let's see what we get on the stat roll, though. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll take the melee skill. That'll be good. I'll take the melee defense. Again, good for us. I kind of want to take the fatigue, too. It's not a great roll, though. It's an alright roll. It's serviceable, and it will do what we want it to do. Alternatively, we take something like Resolve. That will help us out. But yeah, I think I want to take the maximum fatigue just so we can wear a little bit heavier armor. Because that'll get us to 77. Now we do have the perk. I could take Brawny, which would help us even more. But Spear Mastery, I think, is going to be pretty important, especially as he's on the flank. We're going to take Spear Mastery here. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and grab, because we're going to go from -8 fatigue to -10 fatigue, which will give us, well, you know, about 10 more durability. But yeah, that's good. Okay, so that means that somebody in the back could inherit the armor that we have here. I guess that means you should inherit it. Because there's no reason not to. Oh, actually, no. You on the flank. You should inherit the better armor. So, there we go. And then we'll have you also wear, because it's no difference in fatigue. Might as well. And then -6 to -8. Yeah, sure. Then -3 to -4, getting a lot more head protection. That also sounds good if we want to go that route. Let's see who else could be a good candidate. Yeah, our Archer could also deal with some better armor. Okay, and you also, this is just better than that. At this point, we could probably get rid of something like this, the padded surcoat, because we've got the rugged surcoat, and we have quite a few of those. Yeah, okay. And then, I guess that's as good as it's going to get. For the moment, we're doing well here. Winrick stands, I think, to get a little bit better armor, but we'll probably switch this guy's for this guy. Okay, well, we've gone ahead and upgraded a lot of our people a little bit better armor. Again, like the crossbow guy, we could switch out this, and then we could give this guy maybe better head protection as well. Only marginally better, though. Oh no, it's actually worse. Okay, so never mind on that regard. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead. Oh, no, I have a couple of these. Yeah, we should do that then with this guy. We should give him that. And then we'll hold off on the other things because I just don't have the fatigue to pull the other stuff off. But yeah, pretty good. Let me make sure I didn't miss a level up. Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright, let's move on. Oh, that reminds me. I just want to check real quick with the crossbowmen. We do have a dagger, right? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, apparently there was a battle there. Not really gonna do us much good, but that could mean that this town has had problems. We'll have to see when we get there. Fortunately, it'll be during the day. Okay, so we do have a contract mission. It's 3 skulls, so I'm not sure I'm going to take it. Now, from what I understand, if I remember correctly, the contract missions, you can take them from any location that's within that faction's holdings. That is a downside of you're going to have to go back to where you got the contract originally. So this is a contract that could be anywhere within this faction's holdings, but to collect, you have to go back. So it can be tricky if the job is on the complete other side of the map. You're not going to know that until you look at the contract, of course, though. Let's see what they've got here in Two Skull. Well, first, let's look at the marketplace. Again, the goods here are not being sold for less than there were, so I'm not really sure if I should pick it up. We do have some ground grains here that is being sold for a good price, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. So I like to stay a little bit ahead with the food, if at all possible. We can sell some stuff as well, like for example, I can sell that. I can sell the short sword, don't really want any of those around. I don't want a short bow or a light crossbow. We can get rid of both of those. I think at this stage we have enough daggers, we don't really need knives around anymore. And I may have one too many shields. I mean, we can lose shields and everything, but I have a lot of shields at this point. Well, I'll get rid of one of the ones that is at like 91%, I guess. Oh, actually, we got one at 79%. We'll get rid of that. And I guess we'll get rid of the ones at 91% as well, because we just have so many shields. Shields are easy to get. They're one of the things that you most commonly loot. So, yeah, we'll get rid of all the ones at 91. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Okay, and I'm keeping the tower shields around because eventually I'd like to transition to them, but I just don't have the fatigue to be able to do that with a lot of my men. So there's that. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. Well, first let's take a look at this contract. Fritz the merchant stares out his window, watching a group of men loading cargo into a number of wagons. He talks without looking your way. I have an important delivery heading out to Torvstad, roughly 2 days east of here. Unfortunately, a competitor outbid me in the acquiring local band of caravan guards, and so and so. Okay, how many crowns are we talking? 730. We need to be paid more for this. Okay. I'm going to say accept, but we're not going to take it necessarily right now. I'll need some time to think about this. Reason why I said that is because I want to see where that location is. Make sure I know where I'm going. So first, let's leave, pause. Okay. So Torvstad's over here, and it's unfortunately bypassing everywhere I want to go. Because we want to go to Burkane, which is right nearby us. And this would cause us to go past them and end up in Torvstad. Now, with Caravan, you cannot move yourself. You're pretty much locked into the Caravan and you auto-travel. This is good money, sure, but I think we have to walk away. So we're just going to go straight to Burkane. This is another job that is not taking me necessarily in the wrong direction, but it's taking me past where I want to go. And also, I've had, I think, at this point, enough caravan missions. They tend to be not very exciting, because unless you run into a band that is tougher than you are, usually speaking, they just ignore you. So, there's that. Okay. So first things first, we've got Winrick here, who's going to be replacing Hans. Hans going to take the banner. And Winrick will be taking that banner from him. Okay. Also, I want to switch armor around, so... Because the Gambeson is better than the Rugged Surcoat, but they're at the same level of fatigue, so... Definite upgrade there. Horse is also better now. And I think he's going to be replacing Dyed Helm. The problem... with Horst is the armor level is not very good. Okay. Dughelm's a good man. Has good armor. If I had another man that could take his armor, I might actually transition that armor out. Yeah, we do have another man that could take his armor. Sorry, Dughelm, but your armor is needed elsewhere. We'll go ahead and equip you with this, and then I'm going to take the sword and put it away. So he's more or less ready to go for whatever need we have for him, but for right now, Horse is a better man from an ability and level standpoint. He also has the War Dog thing, because he is a Hound Master, so we're going to want to use him in that regard. At this stage, how many dogs do we have? We have 1, 2, you don't have one, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 4 dogs total. Alright. Another thing I want to check is bandages. Do men in the back all have bandages? You do? You do? You do? You do. Okay. That's the main thing I'm worried about. It's just men in the back have bandages in case we need them. Alright, let's get going. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to get here in time, so I may have to camp at Burkane. Unless there's a contract, we'll do the contract while we're here. Because who knows what's going on in Burkane. Oh, come on, we almost get there. Ah, we got there in time. They have ambush trade routes, but hopefully the taxidermist isn't going to charge us too much money for that. Okay, so we've got more choices here. Red paint. So we turn the red apple into red paint. Well, that sounds fun, right? Not sure we could do much else with it. Now we're turning a good that is worth something into a good that's not worth as much, because this apple is worth 1,000, and I can't sell it for that, but I know I could reliably sell it for 160 in most places. But the question is, do we want red paint? And what even could we paint? What would we want to paint? We could get War Dog armor, or we could get the Dire Wolf mantle. Now I don't know what that is. What is that? Ah. The pelts taken away from ferocious direwolves. This is why I had more pelts, because I figured something like this could be the case. Cured and sewn together to be worn as a beast hunter's trophy around the neck. Donning the skin of a beast like this can turn one into an imposing figure. You get plus 15 durability and reduces the resolve of any opponent engaged in melee by -5. So you get more armor, and on top of that, you're scary. That sounds awesome. So we will craft that. It seems like the crafting costs are pretty uniform, as I would imagine. 250, that's not being upmarked at all. So yeah, let's craft that. We could also get a War Dog armor, which we know we would want to use pretty much immediately. So that's 50. Yeah, let's craft that. I mean, we could get more of these mantles, but they do sit in my inventory for a while, so I don't know about that. I'm gonna go ahead and craft the red paint, but it is interesting that that's something you can do. Alternatively, we could hold on to it, because I think there is maybe alchemical possibilities for that. So yeah, let's leave for now. War Dog armor is definitely tempting, though. Let's take a look at what we want to do with this. So I'm not sure if you can attach multiple things. I'm going to guess that this is an attachment to armor. So we'd attach this further and make it like really good patched mail shirt. And again, you know, this guy has some problems with fatigue, so it could help him. Because that's another, what, plus 15? So we're looking at 115 at this point for -10 fatigue. That's really good. And again, he is a good man for us, and he is one of our elite guys, so having him be more scary, yeah, I like it. So there he goes. Oh, did it remove the other attachment? It did. Where did it go? Oh, all right. Lesson learned. You can't have more than one attachment. And if you do, it deletes the old one. I didn't expect that. But you know, we learned a good lesson from that, so that we know not to do it in the future. That's unfortunate because that was a good attachment, and it was expensive. Huh? Unless I'm mistaken in it, because we didn't. Yeah, it should have been. Ah, that's unfortunate. All right. Well, again, we learned a lesson. Okay, so I'll have to remember that. One attachment per set of armor. I guess that makes sense. I wasn't sure exactly what the limitations would be, though. Alright, so do we do the dog armor? I've seen no reason why not. And then we can attach that to one of the dogs. We'll do one of the ones that... We'll do one of the ones that a Houndmaster is controlling, because that makes sense. I'm kind of bummed out about that it deletes the old attachment, because I wouldn't have done that otherwise. I would have given it to somebody else. It makes me curious, though. Does this count as an attachment to the armor? It doesn't seem like it does. Well, he does look cool, nonetheless, so that's nice. I wonder if you could have attached it to the helmet. Because I would have done that if that was a choice. Oh, well. We'll figure that stuff out as we go. Okay, let's see what this two-skull contract is. Brave the Treasurer takes a seat in a chair big enough to be comfortable for two. He bandies a mug back and forth. Brigands have been harrying us for weeks now, and just yesterday they tried to set fire to a pub. Can you believe that? Who sets fire to such a thing? Luckily, we put it out just in time, but things are getting bad around here. If they threaten our precious drink, what will they do next? Luckily, we managed to find out where these vagrants are hiding. So yes, I see your look. It's a simple task, Sellsword. We want you to go and kill every last brigand there. Are you willing to work for us? How many crowns are we talking? 960? Okay, we need to be paid more. Alright, he says 960. I will accept the offer. Drive up brigands at this location, northwest of Burkane. Okay. I accept the contract. Nice, straightforward contract. Northwest. Ah, it's in behind mountains. That's unfortunate. I figure we just march up the road here. Ah, along the road. You meet a monk on the roads with him is a donkey-pulled cart. Or a draught animal carrying its head low in mute exhaustion. Broom straw and virid moss are strung up on one side of the cart, both twisting eagerly in the very winds that dried them. Some pots and pans clatter like rustic wind chimes as the modest wares come to a bumbling stop. A barrel totters on the edge of the cart's bed, and a couple of bees sway to keep up, poking and prodding at its cracks and thirsty curiosity. The monk lifts a wool hat up out of his face, where the lip of it folds back down over his eyes. He takes it off altogether and passes a sleeve across his brow. Carrying a jolly smile, he seems not at all disturbed by the veritable living armory standing before him. Evening, gents. Don't suppose you're the kind to march beneath a lord's banner. You look like the sellswords to me. What is it you carry? I was thinking you'd ask. This is Bessie, a cow's name for a donkey's arse. Don't worry, she won't kick you. She's all hawed out, see? What she carry, well, that's beer, for men yonder, so that they may drink to men above. If you don't mind, or if you don't mind my business, I'd like to get on where I'm going. The monk picks up the reins of his jenny as he readies to start moving. Oh. Well, we could buy it or we can take it from him. We're not bandits, and we're paid to get rid of bandits, so how many crowns for a round of beer? You hold your hand up, stopping the monk before he can get going again. He sighs, slowly lowering the reins out of his hand, feeling as though he may be getting the wrong impression. You quickly ask if maybe he has beer to spare for your men. You are more than willing to pay. The monk looks back at his stock for a moment, then turns around. Damn it to hells, if the gods won't be happy with your money crossing my palms, if you fight the good fight, then I bid you to take some for free, but not all of it, of course. You thank the monk for his generosity and order your men to be modest with their drinking. As a few brothers circle around to the cask, the monk throws his hands up. Don't mind the bees around the top. They'll scurry when you come, but if you scurry when they scurry, they'll scurry after you. Strange little gits. Okay, so people are happier. Yay! Alright, well, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.